Well, hello, my friends, hello. Today from Russia with love, the Zenit 3M. And I truly think this should be in your collection. It makes wonderful pictures. I will show you some sample pictures after this video. And it's a very, very simple camera with one feature that was, for me, I thought, okay, that is well thought of. It is made in the USSR, as shown on the back. It is a fully mechanical camera. This one is from around 1963. So by now it's almost 65 years old. I bought it for 16 euros, 1.6. But that was only the body, and I thought, my friends, that every 39 thread lens would fit on it. Well, every lens fits on it. The only thing is the focal length must be specially for this camera. So there are a few, there are not so many M39 or 39 thread lenses that fits you can use on this camera. But this one you can. It's not a very fancy lens, it's not a very fast lens, but it's a very humble, simple lens, and it's a very sharp lens, as you will see later on. Now let's talk about the camera itself. Like I said before, it's purely mechanical. It's like often Russian cameras do is when you use the advance lever, a lot of things start to turn. Like this one, where you set the shutter speed. Here, where you count the number of films you have shot. And so it is typical Russian. There's something else pretty, different about this camera. And that is that when you look through the viewfinder, you do not see anything. It's totally black. To see something through the viewfinder, you first have to cock the shutter. Then the mirror comes down, and then you can see your subject. And then you're able to make a picture. Now, the shutter speed you set over here, and it goes from bulb 1/30th of a second, which is the flash synchronization speed, and it goes up to 1/500th of a second in speed. Well, to be honest, you don't need really any more than at least in my case, I don't need any more than 1/500th of a second because I do not shoot any fast-moving objects, so I only use it for landscaping, etc. Here you see the frame counter, and here you see the little dot, and that is your reference point for the frame counter. Now you see it. It's you can set it here by hand. You can set it to 0, which I did now. When I advance the film, you can see it moved one position to the first dot. This is the shutter release button, is here. This little button here is to make it possible to rewind the film. It unlocks the film transport here, so you can rewind the film. Now there's not a little dial front, and that is to set either a bulb flash or a strobo flash. For the flash you need a cable anyway, because there's no hot shoe. Here you have the rewind knob, and it's also a dial where you can set as a form of memory what kind of film you have put in here. Now there are some types of this with a sort of cassette-like of film. This is just a normal 35mm. It has a cloth shutter, and the thing is, what you must be careful with these cameras, if you have cocked the shutter, and that means you can now look through the mirror. But when you have fired the shutter, then the light from the lens goes straight onto the shutter cloth here. So when you keep this lying in the sun, it is possible holes will burn into this cloth here. So when you use it outside in the sun, my advice is always advance the film. I know it's possible you shoot the film by accident, but let me tell you, this is not a very light feathered shutter release button. It goes sturdy, and like there's an enormous spring under it, and that's the feeling of the whole camera. It's heavy and it feels very well built, and well, it still is. You mean it's 65 years old and it's still going strong. Now, shutter speed, you said here, you lift up this little knob and then where you can put it down again, then you have selected the shutter speed. Now it's 1/500th of a second, and that is the fastest, like I said before. The camera also has a self timer. Now, I will show you how to use that one. You do it like this, set it here, and then press this button. Now, something will happen that not every camera from that era did. I will tell you when the camera is done with it. Okay, what did you hear? Let's do it again. Maybe I can show it to you better when I leave this side open. Now there goes the self timer again. You hear 2 clicks, and what happens is, like I just said, when you cock the shutter, the mirror goes down. Now what the self timer does is, when it goes up, first it moves the mirror up, and then 1 or 1.5 seconds later, then the shutter releases. And they designed this to prevent the camera from, well, trembling or shaking when the mirror bounces up. That's very well thought of, isn't it? You know, it's you know, first the mirror goes up. I can show you like this. Take off the lens. You see, this is the lens. Well, a lens is like any other lens. Distance, aperture ring. This lens is fairly clean. Well, I must admit there are some scratches on it, and I thought I bought this lens separately on Etsy, and I can advise you not to buy on Etsy. I bought it very cheaply, I must admit, but it came like, well, a piece of trash. So I cleaned it from the outside, I restored the metal, I took the lens apart, which is very easy with this type of lens, and I cleaned all the elements, and it's fair now. It has scratches. There's still some little dust particles in it. It's very hard, for me at least, to get them out. But the pictures I took, well, they surprised me. They really surprised me. Okay, let's see the self-timer again, now with the mirror. So, first you will see the mirror go up, like that. And that was the shutter. Isn't it beautiful? It's funny, isn't it? Now this little lens, you know, it's a simple lens, but it's very small. It's a pancake-like lens. They're very cheap, actually. I think you can get the whole set with a lens for about, well, 30 euros maximum. I once wanted, before I took pictures with it, I wanted to sell it, so I put it on the local marketplace. Nobody wanted to have it, but I think it's a very special camera. Then I sent it to Katawiki to sell, and they told me, look, this is not special enough, you cannot sell it on this website. Well, that was pretty strange to me, because they sell Praktikas, they sell Ricos, and well, you know, I love Praktika, I love Ricos, but they're not special. But they wanted to let me believe that only very special items would be accepted, and that's not the case. Obviously, they don't know shit about cameras there, I think. So when I got the camera, I only had to clean it with alcohol. The viewfinder here, you can set even here for if you wear glasses, very nice. You can have your strap connected here, and on the bottom there is here a connection for a tripod. Basically everything you need on a camera is there, and the only thing you need to take with you is a light meter. And you know, I miss the cold shoe or hot shoe here, because as you know, I have this little light meter you can put on a hot shoe, and it would be ideal to put it on this camera, and then you have both of your hands to control the camera, and not one hand for the camera and one hand for the light meter, or your camera, you know, from your neck tingling down and God knows what. So I will try to find something that you can connect on this one, a cold shoe, or maybe I will print something with my 3D printer to make to make some place for an accessory shoe. That's the only thing I miss. For the rest, again, it is very, very heavy. It's almost a kilo, and I think it's very well built. It feels very, very solid. The only thing, the skin peels a little bit off, but I was thinking to replace the skin, because I do that with other cameras. You know, if the skin is damaged, the leatherette, I change it. But with these cameras, this is the design of the leatherette is, you know, is characteristic for this camera. Like you have some types of Praktikas, they have these special plastic leatherette with squares on it, and you know, that is part of the design of the camera. I don't want to take that off, and the same goes for this one. It's easy to cut off a beautiful piece of leatherette in black, brown, yellow, blue, whatever color, and put it on it. But I kind of like this one. Now, okay, so that is my, well, short review on this beautiful little Russian gem. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please list them below. If you have any remarks, let me know, and I will answer as soon as possible. Thank you very much.